Community. Police Commissioner Ray Martinez here. I wanted to take the time this afternoon to just bring the community up to speed on something that occurred this morning with an investigation over at OMB. And let me first preface by saying that with investigations such as this, it's usually not feasible for us to come in at such an early juncture and to jump out and to start speaking with the community and advising folks on what we've been up to. But I think that based on the politically charged climate that we're in, with primary election tomorrow, and of course, unfortunately, with a lot of the of what's been going on, the information or misinformation that's been going on social media, I thought it was best for me to jump on here and to just advise our community as to what transpired this morning. So this morning at about 10 a.m., VIPD detectives and along with an agent of the VI Department of Justice and a team of digital forensic agents from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, out of Puerto Rico, went into the Office of Management and Budget. And we were there this morning at the request of Director Jennifer O'Neill, the Director of Management and Budget, to take a look at her information technology operating systems for what she believed is a digital breach that occurred or may have occurred, a probable digital breach that could have occurred in her office. The entire rationale behind this was the fact that she wanted to ensure that the government's financials were protected at all costs, that there was no breach, and if there was a breach, that we were able to jump in and to curtail that incursion. VI community, at no point today was anyone in the Office of Management and Budget arrested. There was no federal raid on the Office of Management and Budget. VIPD was not a part of any raid. The FBI was not a part of any raid. This was a concerted effort by the Office of Management and Budget requesting that we come in and take a look at her digital footprint within the office. Again, it was solely there and requested to ensure that she protected the government's finances, the government's financial information. Now, why would this be? Well, let's take a step back. The reason that this was asked was simply because back in May of this year, VIPD uncovered a number of covert monitoring devices in several government agencies. We are still investigating those devices. They have, some have been sent for digital analysis, and others will be turned over to some of our additionally to our federal partners for continued investigations. Again, when we started looking at this investigation, we didn't expect to find the things that we did. We didn't expect to walk into government offices and find and to uncover covert monitoring devices that could be utilized both for audio and or video. This is an ongoing investigation, but it shows, one, that we are going to be as transparent, we're going to continue to be as transparent as possible. Two, we have to protect not only the people of our islands, but we have to continue to protect the government's information, the government's records, and everything that goes on in our government's offices. That is all that occurred today. Today was just another step in that direction. I thank our federal partners at the FBI for flying that digital forensic team in today to assist us. At this juncture, there is no federal nexus. There is no federal investigation of OMB or any other government office as I understand. This is a VIPD, Virgin Islands Department of Justice-led investigation. I hope that this quells some of the rumors that are being spread, and that if there are folks out there who have information regarding these individuals who are engaged in these nefarious acts, that they would be more than welcome to come forward and provide us with information that can assist us. In the interim, we will continue our investigation. We will continue to work with our federal partners to further this investigation in digital forensics. I thank you guys, and I know some of the media is on the line. If you have questions, I'd be more than happy to answer those questions at this time.
Hello, good afternoon, Commissioner Martinez. This is Ali Bornvanek with USVI News. You mentioned that today's investigation was sparked by the discovery of covert monitoring devices from back in May. To clarify, are these bugs?
Well, that's the street name for them, bugs. But yes, they're covert. We refer to them in our line of work as covert monitoring devices.
Absolutely. And are you able to say how many were found back then?
More than a dozen have been found thus far, and those that have been found, we've destroyed them. As far as, and when we say destroy, we've taken them offline, and we have mechanisms in place right now to continue to find them once they're on our government's operating systems.
And as you said, there have not been any arrests have been made at this time. Is this investigation on the Office of Management and Budget, or are there anything specifics to individuals at this time? Are you able to share that information?
There are no specifics to any one individual, to any one person or persons. Again, today's investigation was specifically requested by the director of OMB for us to take a look at her digital footprint to ensure that there were no incursions to her system. We do believe that OMB was one of those governmental agencies that was in fact targeted, and today was just a step in that direction to ensure that we protect the OMB system.
Commissioner, how hard has this been on the Office of Management and Budget to experience the covert monitoring devices?
Well, I'm certain it's difficult on them as a whole. We're talking about the OMB is the hub of the government's financial system. We're talking about the agency that oversees our entire budget, the government's operating budget. So again, for them to not be able to operate, for them to have the not know what information may or may not be taken out illegally out of their systems. And again, I'm not saying that it has been, I'm just saying that that's what we're taking a look at right now. But I think that this is just a really good step in the right direction to ensure that we protect the government's assets and we protect the government's financial information.
Thank you, Commissioner.
All right, thanks again, for the viewing and listening audience for chiming in today. Thank you on last minute, and I look forward to future to speaking with my VI community and future press conferences. Thanks again for giving me a time.